Hey, what's going on? Duncan Lee with Let's Ride Adventures, and I'm doing a little rundown of what I carry in my pack and on my sled for a day of epic backcountry riding. So I'm running the Spire vest by Highmark by Snowpulse, and what I like about this is that it doesn't have the pads, although you could buy the inserts to insert in this vest for some padding on the exterior here that goes kind of in between you and your jacket with the vest. So the first thing about this that I really like has the PAS system, which is more of a trauma protection unit. When the bag inflates, it kind of folds around here, around your head, and protects more of your vital area. And then the pull handle here, you can stow it and you can adjust it for 3 different levels. So when I go riding, I make sure it's always out, because if it's not out, then you can't get a deployment. This vest also has a specific radio mic holder and a thread spot, and actually goes in behind your back here, and that way you can keep the radio unit in the pack itself and just run your mic on the outside. This is the Mountain Lab radio. I like it because it has this kind of cover on it to protect from ice buildup, so water and ice can't freeze in there and clog your mic, because we all know it sucks when your buddy can't talk through his radio because they got ice inside the mic. The other thing about this radio is there's no dials on the external, because that way you can't bump it and change the station. So what do I have in my pack? Well, in the front here, I got some snacks. I got a Leatherman. Got a protein bar. And I have plenty of other room for up here, which is nice. I can throw a GoPro in there, or maybe a beanie or whatever else, right? So then the pack itself has a clip up here, waist strap, crotch strap, a couple buttons that's got a powder flap. Okay, so what do I keep in the back of this thing? I've got a spare pair of goggles, spare pair of gloves. I actually bring a first aid kit that I've custom made just for kind of what I foresee happening out here. And then of course a saw, because everybody knows you need one of these if you're riding in the backcountry, especially if you're doing some tree riding. My radio sits in there nice and snug. And then I've got a couple extra pockets over here. We've got some trail money, because you never know. Got my inReach device here, for if we do get caught out, I can send text messages, 2-way contact, it's GPS as well. I can even send a, hey, we're okay, but we're gonna be late. And then some Gorilla Tape, need a roll of that, and some waterproof matches in this nice little case. There's another pocket lower. It's got plenty of room in this thing, but it is only 16 liters of storage, so that's really nice. It keeps a lot of weight off your back. The Highmark product does have a specific probe sleeve, which is really nice. That way your probe is in the exact same place every single time, so you can have fast deployment if you need it. The big thing about probes, shovels, and transceivers is practicing regularly to make sure you're good at companion rescue. The only way to actually save somebody is to be quick and efficient. All right, so in my tunnel bag, I actually have my Mountain Lab tow strap, which is specific for sleds, which is really nice. I carry that extra layer for if it gets cold or we're gonna be out all night. I have my warm tea, which is always nice on the mountain. Some water, some snacks. I got a spare drive belt, because just in case I do break that belt, there's no getting out of here without one of those unless you're towing it. I've got a SAM splint for any breaks. That way we can make sure everybody's okay. I do carry my camera in here, but I've got it pretty padded, which is nice. I've got a shock pump in case I want to change pressures, and then a bivy sack up top, some pen flares, a headlamp. I got some other tools and a helmet light in here, also from Mountain Lab, and that thing's got a ton of lumens, so it's super bright, makes riding out in the dark pretty sweet. So that's the gear that I carry, because I like making sure I have all the right stuff for being in the backcountry. So I hope you play safe and have a great winter.